Welcome back. This is Photoshop Chapter 3. You need to open up Photoshop, so you can come down here to the bottom left corner, and all you're going to do is go up to search and type PHO, and it's going to pop up right here. That's Photoshop. Click on that, and after you click on that, this will open up. So you need to go find your file first. You need to go into File, Open. You're going to go find Chapter 3. So make sure you go to click the computer right here. Go to Student Groups, Current Technical Education, Swartz, Resources, Media Production, Class Files, the Revealed Book, Chapter 3, and you're going to click on 3-7. Never enough cats. So first thing you want to do is display the rulers, which rulers are not shown. So you're going to go to View, and you're going to click on Rulers, and you want to change. Basically, you're going to go to, now you're going to open up another file. You're going to go File, Open, and you're already in that same folder. You shouldn't have to go find it, but you're going to use this TIFF file, which is 3-8. Double click that, and you're going to open up this cat. So we have to cut this cat out of the picture. Just the cat. We don't want this green, pink, or orange. So hold the Alt Control button in and use your scroll ball on the mouse. Zoom in a little bit. And basically, I want to use the selection tool. I'm going to click this button right here, which is the Quick Selection tool. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click the plus because I want to select something positive. So I'm just going to hold the mouse left click button down, and I'm going to go and drag all over this cat. And I want to grab, make sure that everything is selected, and just, now if the cat, see my circle's too big, if you hit the little bracket button next to the P on the keyboard, that makes it smaller, and then the bracket button one over from that one to the right on the keyboard makes it bigger. So the button next to the P on the keyboard makes it smaller, and then one button to the right of that makes it bigger. So if I shrink it down, I can go up inside this area. I want to come up and grab that little whisker or the eye, whatever this thing is, and then I want to grab this one too because it was missing. You can come down here and grab the toenails, and grab this foot, toenail, and just click positives. Now what happens if I go like this and I accidentally click this whole bottom part? Well, what you do is you go up here to the top and you click the minus, and you come in here and just select what you don't want. So it takes away what you don't want. So now I have all I have everything of the cat selected except for right here, this little piece I'm missing. I think everything else looks fairly good except for right there or something. If I want to zoom in, I can zoom in, and I can drop the selection tool down, and I want to do the minus now and come in and take that out, zoom back out, and now I want to go grab the selection tool. And actually, one little trick I want to teach you is I want you to go in and I want you to hit the Refine Edge button right up here, Refine Edge, and this will show you what you have selected. So you can see you have everything here selected. I'm going to hit Feather, just bring this up just a little bit, and you can see what happens. It feathers the edge. So I just want to take it up just a hair, not much, and I want to smooth it just a little bit. That way it makes the edges look a little nicer, and I probably have it way too much. Maybe just 2 on the smooth and 0.3 on the feather. I'm going to say OK. Now I want the selection tool. I'm going to grab this cat and I'm going to drag it into this section. If you have your rulers already on here, and let go. Now I can position it, and you want your cat so the toe touches this line and the back of it touches this line, and you know you have it at the correct spot. After you do that, you should have saved it by now. If you haven't saved it, you want to go to a File, Save As, and you want to save it into the C drive. Go to your name, go to Photoshop, and make a new folder called CH3, Chapter 3. And remember, when you name it CH, no dot, just CH3, your initials, and your last name. Remember, don't put any dots in here because it creates a dot after your name. Hit save, okay. I need to grab another cat, so I'm going to go to File, Open, and I want 3-9. So now I got to go find it again. If I click Recent Places, I can find Chapter 3 right here. Recent Places, let's go Chapter 3, and I can go 3-9. So now I have this cat. Same thing, I just come up here, I grab the Quick Select tool, plus, and remember, next to the P makes it smaller, and the next button over, it's a bracket button. You can make the tool bigger. So I'm just going to select the cat, just hold the mouse down, and come in there, and I selected the entire cat already. Now there are some little whiskers in here that you can come in and grab by zooming in. Make the button a little smaller, and I'm just going to select this whole area and then back off of it. So come up here and grab the minus button, and plus button, grab this section again. And then you can see I have the entire cat selected, except up here I have some white, so I need to go minus and back off of that. So this is how you select stuff out of, if you're in Google Images and you grab an image off of there. So now I have the cat selected. I'm going to do a refine edge so I can see what I have selected. And you can see I have all this area selected. I'm going to smooth a little bit and feather just a little bit and say OK. Now I'm going to grab my selection tool, grab my cat, and bring it up to the first one and dump it in here. Now it says you need to create an elliptical marquee from, it's telling you need to basically move this cat to where it's 0, 0. So you're going to put this way up in the corner of the tail so that it's at 0, 0, right around in there. That's pretty close. And then you need to go grab the other cat. So you go to File, Open, and the last cat is 3-10, and you're going to select the same thing. So grab the tool to select, make sure you have the plus selected, and make it bigger next to the P on the keyboard. And you can see that's selected really easy. Just hit the refine button and drag the smooth up just a hair, and that up a hair, say OK. Grab the selection tool, drag it into your project, dump it in there, and you're going to set that one at 230x by 450. But first you need to flip it. So what you have to do is, as you have the layer selected, you're going to go to Edit, Transform, and you're going to flip horizontal, not vertical but horizontal, and now you flip the cat around. So now you have the cat flipped around, and basically you want to position so the head is right here on this line and the feet are down here on this line. And that's where you want to set that cat after you flipped it around. Now the next step you want to do is you want to defringe the cat. So just go to Layer, Matting, Defringe, and do like a 2-pixel defringe, say OK. And you can also do this other layer 2 cat. Go Layer, Matting, Defringe, do like a 2-pixel defringe on it. And now you can see it took away that little white edge, so that makes it look a little bit cleaner, it makes it look nicer. So that's called a defringe. Make sure the layer is selected that you're doing it on. You can do it on layer 1 also. layer, matting, defringe, and select 2, say OK. That'll take away the little edge, so it makes it look clean. Now you want to do a vignette effect. So you're going to go in and grab the selection tool, but you got to hold the button down on that square and go make sure you have the elliptical selected. Let go. So now I have the elliptical selected. Up here, the feather box up on the top, you want to type in 15. You're going to do a 15 feather. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drag and create an elliptical selection. So make sure you're on the backdrop, select it right here, and you're going to drag from the top left corner down here to the bottom, somewhat centered, and then let go. And then what you do is add a layer mask. So down here on the bottom, you can just click this simple button right here, or you can go up to new, actually go to layer mask, and you can do reveal selection, because what I have selected is what I want revealed. Best thing to do, easiest thing to do, is just to come down here and click this button, and voila, you have your vignette. Okay, hide the rulers, so go to View, Hide Rulers, and then save your work. So if you want to see that little vignette thing again, it's really cool. All you do is come in, make sure you grab your selection tool, drag your circle around so that you have a nice circle. If you try and move it, you have to click the selection tool, but watch what happens. It cuts it out. See, you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is just go to the background, and now I can move it wherever I want. Okay, because the background is locked, I can move my selection tool around, go back to the backdrop, come down to the bottom, and this is called your layer mask tool, add layer mask. I click that, and now I have the vignette look. It's all faded. If yours is not faded, it's because you missed that feather up here in the top. Okay, I'll do it one more time. This is a key thing. I want you guys to really learn this. Select the tool, and up here in the top, feather 15. Select it. Make sure backdrop is selected, and hit this little button down here. And that gives you your vignette. Go ahead and do a file, save, and now you can close your assignment because you are done. And you need to dump that in the Dropbox. So make sure you go to Computer, C Drive, find your name, Photoshop Chapter 3, and then go to Student Groups. I have shortcuts on my desktop, but go to Career and Technical Education, Swartz, Collaboration, Period 1 or 2, whatever period you're in, and then make sure you go to Photoshop and Chapter 3, and you're going to drag that in there. Very, very simple. And that is Lesson Chapter 3. I'm sure you can't wait for the next chapter.